New at 5, Tulsa City Councilors are trying to find ways to stop what they're calling a graffiti problem downtown and on the highway.
The city says it's not only hard to catch people in the act of tagging buildings and signs, but it's also costing your tax dollars to clean it up.
Fox 23's Devin Lyon joins us live near the IDL in downtown Tulsa. Devin, this is an effort that came out of the city's legislative forum.
That's right, and this is exactly one of those key areas that some city councilors were asking for help from the state legislature. If you go ahead and look behind me over on the IDL at some of these interchanges, you can kind of see some of that graffiti already filling up some of these signs. You can do your best to kind of try to power wash it away, but as we know, sometimes that graffiti even covers the town names on where people are trying to get to on these highways. It's just one area where they're asking legislature to help them deter this crime or provide legislation that might equip law enforcement to better combat the issue.
We have a pretty big graffiti problem. It's predominantly downtown on the east, west, north, and south legs of the IDL along 169, and then there's different places.
Tulsa City Councilor Phil Lakin says he's wanting to find solutions to a graffiti problem in Tulsa. He says it's a problem for property owners when people tag buildings, but it's a real danger on highways when it could obstruct traffic signs.
Once one of those green and white signs has graffiti on it, you can't read what it says. A driver may miss an exit or delay taking action getting off of a roadway because they can't figure out what in the world it says.
It's also expensive.
Removing the graffiti costs upwards of $5,000 to $10,000. If the sign has to be replaced, it's $5,000 or $10,000 to replace it.
And whether it's state, city, or railway property being tagged, it's coming out of your wallet.
First of all, you have to go out and close all the lanes or enough of the lanes, take the sign down, try to get it off. You remove the reflective values of that sign, then you have to put it back up, exposing a lot of people to a lot of safety dangers while they're out taking that sign down.
On Monday, Councilor Lakin presented this problem to legislators. Here are some of the solutions they come up with. Higher fines and penalties, increased cameras directed to overpasses and highway signs, an agreement between the city and state that both parties can help clean up either property. Because right now, if an ODOT sign is tagged and you can't see how to get to Okmulgee, the city has to wait on the state to fix it.
Graffiti says to a lot of people, you have a crime problem, you don't care about what your city looks like, you just don't care generally, and I don't really want to be in Tulsa, or I want to continue to contribute to this graffiti since you obviously don't really care. So, and that's not the attitude of the vast majority of us. We really do care what our city looks like.
Now, I was told that typically when someone spray paints or tags these signs or overpasses, it happens pretty quick. And I think all of us have been driving through the IDL, and you'll look up and think, how in the world do people get up there to do that? So on Fox 23 as a 6, we'll bring more from the city of Tulsa on this so-called graffiti problem, and from Tulsa police on why it's just so hard to catch people in the act. Live in Tulsa, covering news that matters, Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.